Nick and Lex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going tonight?
Yes.
Tonight we're going to do some Black Sabbath,
Yes.
a triathlon. Thank you so much to John from Texas for sponsoring this through our Buy Me a Coffee option. And this is Black Sabbath with 3 different singers.
Exactly. Yes.
So cool.
We're going to have some Ozzy with the song Supernaut, and then Dio from Neon Nights, and then Glenn Hughes, Turn to Stone. So 3 different albums, 3 different vocalists.
We saw Glenn Hughes. Let's talk about it when the song kicks in.
Yes.
I want to see what he does here. But yeah, I'm super excited.
He was so great, huh?
Oh yeah. They actually opened for Malmsteen, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember, and we
So
were like,
cool.
"Who's that?" And then finally we were like, "Oh
when
my
they started
gosh.
playing what they were playing,
Yeah.
oh my lord.
Crazy trip." But yeah, we'll talk about it. But yeah, so Supernaut is from Volume 4, 1972.
Mhm.
And yeah, I don't know that we've done any tracks from this album. So excited.
I have done
to do
some.
This.
I've done some.
You
yeah,
have?
I remember.
Okay.
I remember the
Okay, cool. Well, let's get started. Thank you again to John. Thank you guys for being here, for watching the video. It really means a lot that you decided to share your time with us. If you could like the video, leave some comments with your thoughts or anything you want us to know. That also really helps us, and also is entertaining for us to read you guys and learn from you guys.
And let us know which is your favorite era.
Yes.
Black Sabbath. There's many.
Yes.
So also
All right.
all the good stuff.
Let's
You know what to
compare
do.
now. So this is going to be the great Ozzy. We've done a lot of
Yes.
Black Sabbath and a lot of Ozzy on the channel, so check out our other reactions. But let's go with Supernaut.
Let's go. Oh yeah. Les Suez, mi amor. That voice is
Yeah.
so unique. So fuzzy.
Yes.
The 2 channels. Harmony guitar.
Yes.
It's all Tony. Wow. The way he's panning it very slowly.
Yes. Woo.
Wow. Whoa, okay. Acoustic guitar.
Wow. I love this change.
Some instruments that I recognize. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I don't know what that's called.
I don't either. The fish.
Fish, yeah. Even the bass sounds like it has distortion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Yeah. Amazing.
Long fade out.
This band. I mean, this band, I'm sure, influenced any metal band that came afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just the heaviness, the riffs, the lead that and then he does it. But it's one guitar player. It's wonderful that he can do that through the technology. That he has two voices, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like doubling the guitar, but then he does a harmony guitar.
I know.
All Tony. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, to play it live, then you need another guy. But I don't even think he plays it like that live. And then the bass, it sounded like he had distortion. But man, the drumming, Ozzy, he's so legendary. When you listen to Ozzy, it's like listening to The Status.
Yes.
It's like Robert Plant.
Yes.
Maybe Robert
that's
Plant
the
is
goal
the better
for
singer
metal.
because Robert has such a crazy range. But when you listen to Ozzy, it's like, God damn, this guy was so good.
Yeah.
And it's just the personality. It's like maybe he was not like an opera. You know, he didn't have great technique, but he has just that voice. That's what Ozzy is.
Yes.
It's, you know, it's the voice. It's not what he was capable of. It was just that he sang the way he did. I think that's what made him like legendary.
Totally. And like you said, I love the quality of the recording. Very fuzzy, very just kind of dampened a little bit. It sounds early 70s, which is a sound and is a charm, you know.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It's not perfect, but it's the fact that it's not perfect that makes it.
That solo, man, he started to play and then he was panning through the headphones.
Yes.
Like through your
very
brain
subtly.
almost like, yeah, it's kind of like he started and then he was like going there and then there.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Very good.
And I was picturing, you know, you guys when, you know, you were young and this came out and just maybe under the influence of something, maybe not, but you guys have often described like you would put the record player, put your headphones on, lay down on the floor and just like listen. And I was picturing when you guys heard that for the first time and just being like, whoa.
Yeah, because there are no
doing?
distractions.
Like, is that me? Like, can I hear it like this, or is that actually happening? You know,
must have been so good, you know, with no distractions. To listen to music like that, like no shows to catch up on, no phones to check your notifications, no email, just the music.
Yeah.
You would just submerge yourself into this world of metal.
Yes.
You know, what a great thing.
Totally. Absolutely.
Because I remember that too. I remember not having any distractions. Do you remember that when you were like?
Yeah, I mean,
when
I was a teenager, I already had
a phone,
like the distraction of like wanting to go on the computer and like, you know, I had MSN Messenger and things like that very early. So, but I mean, as a child.
No, I'm saying like as a child, like when I would listen to, I don't know what. I didn't really listen to music as a child, unfortunately. I got into music a little bit later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I would listen to like, in Germany they had these cassettes with these stories, like Neverending Story or like these character stories. It's like they have them in the U.S. as well, I'm sure. But there were like these really cool tales, and instead of reading, you could just listen. They had audiobooks basically, and that was just amazing because there was nothing else to take your attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now let's move on to Neon Nights, and I love that this is written as night, like knight in shining armor, from Heaven and Hell. The opening track, 1980, Ronnie James
Dio. Yes. Not Dio.
Always
Dio.
question it every single time.
It's literally,
To me.
Okay. Sounds like Deep Purple, huh?
Yeah.
It's also such a great singer.
Very different, but
Yeah.
he rocks.
Very operatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a different style.
Yes. Wow. The bass.
Yeah. Sounds like Iron Maiden. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, I guess that. Wow.
Rick and Tony. Oh my lord. What the? The lyrics are always so epic.
Yes.
Like, what the hell? My lord. Okay. It's like insane. It's almost like a different band. It's almost like they reinvented.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tony reinvented his own band because And I mean no disrespect when I said it sounds like Iron Maiden. I know Iron Maiden was barely coming out in 1980, and they were already like this legendary band. But you can hear, like I've said this so many times, Tony Iommi literally sounds better every time, every year. He was constantly practicing.
Wow, that's awesome.
You can hear it in his playing. If you compare the 1974 solo versus the 1980, he was like shredding.
Yeah.
And for a second I thought, wow, that Ritchie Blackmore solo is really cool, because he's like playing like Ritchie Blackmore, like really like he's implementing other stuff, not just the pentatonic scale. He was playing like some like crazy shit.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that's very respectable, because we've talked about this before, where musicians get very comfortable with the fame and think that they don't really have to surpass themselves, and it's easy to do that because the fans like you. Why change it? But the fact that he continued to improve and try to make himself better is
another
awesome.
Good example is Adrian Smith, and we just talked about Adrian Smith the other day because of John, because of a question. He's one of my favorite guitar players when it comes to like a band and who's in a band, and he just plays like literally better every album. His solos get more interesting, and he's just like, you can see the jump that he made in like technique and everything. And some guitar players literally get worse. Like I can name a few, but I won't right now. But it's really like those guitar players who really just don't pick up their guitar once they make their first $1 million. They're like, I'm good. You know, I don't have to practice.
And they'll play the live show, and they'll just make sure they learn it exactly the same, or not learn it, but have it fresh.
There's drummers, guitar players, singers who just don't like practice, and it's just like, it's sad to see. But man, I said Iron Maiden because of the bass. I think Iron Maiden was inspired by many of these bands. Black Sabbath.
Absolutely.
But man,
the singer,
Ronnie
totally
James,
different vibe to the song. Of course, he's more falsetto, more like power,
vibrato, powerhouse.
Yes, and more like a power metal instead of like a heavy metal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. It was more and
the voice just like raw.
And he is always like, he sounds like, I think he was a big influence on Bruce Dickinson.
Absolutely.
You can hear it. And also like, some other, I think, I don't know, what do you think, the guy from Judas Priest, Rob Halford? But I think Rob Halford came up the same time as Ronnie James. So they're just amazing singers. But the style was so good. I love this. I can't wait. So let's talk about this last one. So we saw Glenn the night we saw Yngwie Malmsteen. It was amazing. And they opened up for him. And we're like, what is this band? And then suddenly this guy would do the craziest falsetto, like King Diamond.
It was crazy.
We were like, are these pre-recorded? Remember that we said, are these pre-recorded? He's like the small man, a very skinny man.
Yes.
Is he doing that? And he was. And he was talking about Tony Bolin from Deep Purple. And just his, I didn't know that these people were like in Black Sabbath and Deep Purple, because Ronnie James Dio was also not in. He was in Black Sabbath and Rainbow. Which is kind of cool. And he also, they recorded a song together, Ronnie James Dio and Yngwie Malmsteen, which was "Dream On" by Aerosmith. So they're all,
it's all
they
connected,
all know each other. But it's crazy that even Glenn Hughes, because he was in Deep Purple, ended up in Black Sabbath. That's I did not.
I had no idea either.
I thought he was
just
in
Deep Purple. But hey, but that was a great show, and he just had such a wonderful energy about him, and just very peaceful, and he just made the whole room just so much lighter and brighter.
He was like, I remember being here in the 70s, because we were in was that oh no, he talked about being in Colorado, but up in Boulder,
right,
with Tommy, Tommy Bolin. And he's like, but I love Denver. I've always loved it here. Maybe he was high as a kite because of the oxygen.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe he was like, oh, wow, it's hitting different here. But
he was just a great guy.
He was so
and
nice.
And the visuals, I remember them perfectly. Just a bunch of different kaleidoscope type of things, and just very flower power.
And then
the whole thing.
His jeans, they were like the tightest freaking jeans, and then the freaking bell bottoms.
Yes, he was.
He was
beautiful.
Just like
beautiful man.
Yeah, the hair up to down to his ass.
Yes,
it was just wonderful.
Very inspiring words and
great
a
musicians.
Voice that was just like. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
You know.
So let's give it up for the man.
All right.
So
Turn
this is
to
from
Stone.
7th Star from 86.
Third
cool.
track on the album. All righty.
All
let's do this.
Okay. Sounds like Painkiller.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds very good.
She came from the past. She was never meant to last. Her destiny was fatal from the start. A messenger from hell. She cast her deadly spell. Almost who did across her heart.
Wow, what a different style.
Yeah.
You're trying to run. Fate has taken its toll.
Type in Black Sabbath.
El álbum.
Just Black Sabbath.
History foretold of a circle casting gold, and evil seed of power sealed within. But fate is plan ahead, destroy the golden man, free the soul, wash the land with sin. Ain't no use in you trying to run. Fate has taken its toll. Just one look and the damage is done. Burn your eyes, turn your heart into
Wow. See? So good.
She cast a deadly spell. She put a spell on you.
Oh, Tony Martin after.
Ah.
She got evil in her heart.
Estoy emocionada en mi cita.
Cita.
Turn your heart into stone. Turn into stone. You can never win. Turn into stone. She put a spell.
Totally different, but
Wow. Yeah. Totally different vibe, but so good.
yes, it sounded more like, but it's also like kind of like my mind playing tricks on me. It sounded like Deep Purple.
I totally agree.
But even the riffs,
Yeah.
but this is not like saying, oh, Black Sabbath,
turned into
because it's just because metal and rock music, it's just like, stuff just tends to sound similar.
Of
That's just
course.
what it is.
Of course.
I think he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
But But he never did the falsetto.
No, he didn't. I guess.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I know.
But the solo here again, Tony Iommi just like freaking showing that it's been 6 years since the other album, and he's always like kind of like he's always, I don't know, like even he's on the cover by himself. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess at this point he was the original member.
Yeah,
The only original member. But I love that he's always kind of like outplaying himself from before.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Definitely.
I love that. I love musicians that are dedicated and that you listen to their first album, and even one of my favorite guitar players unfortunately goes like backwards. He just sounds like so bad now. But the first album is like a masterpiece. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
You really?
Yes.
Okay.
Jay.
Yeah. And no, I would say the first 4 were masterpieces, or the first 5, but then it's just like unbearable now. He just released a song, by the way, if you want to guess who it is.
I thought you were gonna say if you want to check it, and I'm like, I have no idea what we're talking about here.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna throw shade at him because I respect him too much.
Yeah.
But it's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But man, that's so crazy. And then we got the next singer, which is we've done some of his stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tony Martin.
Yep.
So Tony Martin, so again, thank you so much, John, for literally taking us through like this whole vocal madness.
Yes.
You know.
Yes,
like
I know. I loved it.
lineups.
I thought this was a great triathlon. Just a wonderful idea, and just a great way for us to actually get to compare same band. Members change, but just a vocalist does a lot, you know, like,
yeah.
And I feel like it's cool when bands change vocalists, you know, for whatever reason, that they either the vocalist leaves and then they just decide to keep going. I find that very, very ballsy, because a lot of people, like most people, myself included, before starting the channel, I was big on the vocalist, you know, like if they would change the vocalist, I'm usually out, because that's what I would pay attention to the most, was the lyrics and the voice, and a lot of people are like that, non-musicians, you know, not speaking of everyone, but
it's so funny that you talk about this, because when I discovered Iron Maiden, it was like 1997, and at that moment, Bruce Dickinson was literally out of the band. So I was like, and I didn't even know, because you couldn't really look it up. I mean, the internet was there, but we didn't have internet. We just didn't have a computer. But so when I went to the music store and I was like, hey, do you have any new Iron Maiden? And then the guy told me Chano. You remember Chano?
Yeah.
Chano. He told me, yeah, but I don't know if you're going to like it. They have a new vocalist. I'm like, what? A new vocalist? And then, okay, let's hear it. And then he played. And I really like the vocalist now, Blaze Bailey. But it wasn't Bruce Dickinson. I was like, why? Why would he leave? I just discovered this band. They're so amazing. But I didn't even know that the first 2 albums had 2 vocalists.
Right.
I didn't even know the difference between Paul and Bruce. So, but it's such a cool thing when bands do go through vocalists, and
it works,
catches up, like Phil, you know, with Genesis.
Right.
I think he did a great job replacing someone who's irreplaceable, but he somehow pulled it off and still got even more famous than the original lineup.
Right.
What I think, as in maybe like monetary wise.
Yeah.
Maybe not music.
Probably lost a lot of fans, as we know.
Yeah.
But
hey,
gain new ones,
yeah,
and some
I'm
like
sure
us,
there's people that
we
love
like
Black
both
Sabbath
versions of Genesis
with Glenn
you know?
Hughes. Like that's maybe their favorite version of Black
right?
Sabbath.
Yeah, maybe that was the first album they ever heard, and that'll be the one for them.
Yes.
So Thank you, John, so much for this gift, for all the gifts you bring to the channel. We appreciate all of your support as always. You are a
Yes.
blessing to us and everyone just by keeping it fresh and you know, bringing a lot of variety to the channel. So thank you so much. If anyone is interested in putting something like this together, a band with 2 different vocalists, 3, 4, we have different options that you can sponsor on our Buy Me a Coffee page. Check that out. But again, just being here for us is wonderful that you decided to share your time with us. Please like the video, leave comments, subscribe. We would love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.